the primetime matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lewis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Play action. It's Fields.
They'll roll him out right.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Out of the gun, Fields. He's got the connection to Moore.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Moore was a huge part of the deal that Chicago made with Carolina, giving up the #1 overall pick in the draft. Averaging over 1,000 yards a season his first 5 years of his career. A tremendous playmaker, and he makes another catch here.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Fields now on second down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Back to throw, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go, set. Trouble, 38. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Once more, Gibson.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Third down and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Moore, the motion man right. They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. A pass complete to Moore. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Off play action, Fields.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
That's the Chase Young we all saw coming out of Ohio State, and no one's questioning the potential of the 2020 Rookie of the Year. The key for him, staying on the field. Health makes this a crucial year for his future in D.C.
Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And on 3rd and 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive.
Now it's Fields.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
43 rail. Claws raised. Ready, go. Ready.
First down, Mariota slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Flushed out right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 61 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Well, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. And off right side for Herbert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lying?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Mariota now on 2nd down.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Cycle, 3-3. Red, cycle. Set, cut.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Don't jump. Ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That is caught by Herbert. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now Fields. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Fielded just inside the 20. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talk about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's 21-3. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Starting on the ground with Herbert. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Go.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
You got a mini base. One up. Hey.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
This caught by Carlson. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go. Good. Up.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Throwing again is Fields.
Complete. This is Lewis.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28.
First down, Bears.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
First down, Chicago.
You got a mini base. Why not?
Again, Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10.
Easy.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11. Extend.
To the air again, Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Mariota.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left.
Field, black. Smash, red. Blaster, sit. Black chop. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for Washington. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Black ultra. Set.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 25 yards that time. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
To go for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 14. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throwing is Mariota. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Mason Crosby, 48 for
He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Fields on first down. That's complete to Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. In motion right, that's Claypool. On first down, it's Fields. Looking deep here for Mooney. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Yellow, Lonnie. Hut, hut, hut.
Gibson again. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Commanders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is Fields. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young, his 2nd sack of the night.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Benjamin St-Juste.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready?
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no